Today, we will demonstrate how to install a motorized breaker operator on an Eaton Moeller Case Switch. Start by making sure the disconnect switch is in the off position. Then, remove the existing manual operator using a screwdriver. Re-verify that the breaker is in the off position. Now, it's time to prep your motor operator. The first thing you want to do is verify that the motor operator is discharged by pressing the front-facing button. Then, unscrew the mounting bracket off the bottom of the motor operator and set aside. Prior to installing the mounting bracket, you will need to add a normally open contact to the far right side of the case switch. If you need a normally closed contact, place it next to the normally open contact. Once you have added your contacts, you can now install the new mounting bracket on the disconnect switch using the supplied screws. Prior to putting the motor operator back onto the bracket, you must first charge the system to align the mechanical linkages so that they will line up with the toggle on the main breaker. Crank the handle unit until it's fully charged. Once fully charged, a yellow indicator on the top of the breaker will say charged. For your own safety, close the cover to avoid accidentally hitting the discharge button and damaging your hands and fingers. Seat the motor operator firmly in place without forcing it, making sure the bottom is lined up with the toggle switch. If the bottom does not seat firmly without force, it is not properly lined up. Now you can open the cover and discharge the spring. An indicator on the front will say discharged, and a green indicator will say off. Close the lid and you are ready to go. To power on the motor operator, first you will need to power on the undervoltage trip if one is installed inside the unit. Once powered up, turn the selector switch to the off position to recharge the spring electrically. Remember, the selector switch is wired to the connector in the front of the unit. Now that the spring is recharged, you can turn your selector switch to the on position, turning the breaker on and completing the installation. If you need additional help installing your motorized breaker, contact our experts today.